Oh shit. Back on that gangster shit. Hey, Youngboy is such a fascinating nigga. Sometimes I watch his music video and I'm like, yo, this nigga's just shooting in front of like some random house in like Utah or whatever the fuck. Like, but it works. It works. Like, you know what I mean? I think he does a good job of like mixing it up. I'll give you a quick story real quick. The nigga's on tour, right? The nigga's on tour, the master tour. One day I get a call from his team. They're in New York, right? I don't know why they think I'm the plug, right? I get a call from his team. They say, yo, Ak, yo, what up? So I said, what up? They said, yo, you know anybody that got 4 Rolls Royces? And I'm like, I said, wait, what happened? What's up? They're like, oh, yo, Top about to do a video. Yo, he need 4 Rolls Royces. I'm like, I don't know nobody that got 4 Rolls Royces. He said, yo, and we need 10 bad bitches. And I'm like, And then I'm like, all right, maybe I could find somebody to help y'all out. Then he's like, yo. So we hang up. 2 seconds later, I get another call. Yo, Top said he need a bank vault. He want to do the video in the bank vault. I'm like, nigga, a vault? He's like, yeah. Let's get a bank to open up that he could do a video in the vault. I'm like, come on, bro. What you mean he gonna do a video in the vault? Yo, Top need a vault right now. Keep in mind, they're not calling that a decent hour. They're calling like 2 a.m. We need it now. I'm like, yo, hold on, man. Hold on. So they're like, yo, no, that's a wild ass. Yo, no, nobody got a vault? I'm like, what? Or maybe a bank that we could use their vault. I'm like, come on, bro. Anyway, this is starting to get outside my wheelhouse of things I could help do, right? So I'm like, I could try to make some calls. I know some niggas that might know some people, but I don't know those people directly. Then I hear like, yo, Top he need a penthouse. I can see the whole city. I'm like, what the fuck? I just keep hearing these ridiculous asks, right? And really, like, and this is literally, he's just telling his team random shit. All right, so I'm hearing about this story now later. I'm like, yo, bro, you called me like at a wild hour saying if I know somebody with 4 Rolls Royces, 10 bad bitches, and a fucking bank vault? Like, yo, bro, what's going on? And he's like, yo, that's what Top wanted to do. So anyways, I'm like, what did y'all end up doing? It's like, he said, didn't you see it on the gram? We got the Rolls Royces. I'm like, all right, cool. You got the Rolls Royces. Pretty sure you got the girls because there's strip clubs all around. Y'all ain't get a vault, did y'all? He's like, oh yeah, no, we got the vault. So I'm like, oh shit, so y'all did the video. The nigga said, man, Ak. They said, this is the funny part. They said they get all this shit for Youngboy within a couple hours. They said Youngboy goes to the fucking like penthouse and was like, this shit ain't it, man. Get me another penthouse. They're already looking like, nigga, we already spent like 20 grand for this shit for the night. Bigger penthouse, let's go. They gonna get a bigger penthouse. So now they're telling me, they're like, yo, already just off the shit he's asked for, we're 75,000 in. I'm like, well, he's making like 1.5 a night, so who gives a fuck? But I'm just telling you how sporadic he is, because this video probably costs $33, right? But in another situation, he's asking for shit that's running up almost 100,000 before the cameras even get there. All right, so I'm like, damn, shit, what video y'all shot? He said, Ak, when we get there, you finally get to the penthouse that he like. He said, Top gonna walk in and be like, hey, yo, what song y'all think I should shoot? They're looking at him like, nigga, what? You ain't got a song in mind? He's like, nah, what song y'all think I should do? They said, they realize, because he goes out to the bus, they realize Youngboy gets the set ready and goes into the bus and records a song in the bus to do at the shoot. So you have them, and they're just looking at this nigga like, so again, I don't know, it was just a funny story to me. But essentially, he basically had them go get like 100,000 worth of shit, and he didn't know what song he was gonna do. He goes in the bus, goes record a song, and then they shoot the video. So I don't know. If you ever see the video come out with a bank vault, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if it ever come out. You know what I mean? But they were really looking at him like, and nobody's gonna tell him no. You're making that much money, fuck it, right? Anyway, Youngboy's back on his, pistol toting, doing his thing. You know what I mean? Eventually he'll get back to stop the violence, but not right now. Okay, not right now. Okay. Slime Cry on the way. But clearly he's not gonna stop from putting out new music. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Again, I know some of y'all think I'm glazing. Maybe I just have a closer perspective to like kind of see how some of the inner workings of what happens with him, and I am giving him credit to where I feel like I don't think he's an idiot, but I think he knows that perception wise and what he represents, if he just goes gospel, that won't work, and he knows enough that you still got to portray the same things. I'm not saying portray like he's not really living like that, but you got to show people that. You know what I mean? Like niggas want to see Top with the fucking mini Drake, right? Okay. All right. Shout out to Youngboy. Let's see what else is going on out here. Blueface looking for